Good morning, folks. It's a cold 12 degrees out here, and this week's Saturday edited video is on the CSX Henderson subdivision again, and we're looking at the Madisonville, Kentucky area. We're going to start off our video with the location known as Monarch, which is back down behind me there, and that's where the Paducah and Louisville Railroad crosses over the CSX Henderson subdivision. We got a northbound coming at us, M512, and we're going to catch him here, and then we're going to visit other spots that are my favorites around the Madisonville area. Monarch is a spot that I've been trying to catch two trains crossing over each other here for a long time. I have not accomplished it yet, but I keep trying, and eventually it will happen. As I said before, the upper track is the Paducah and Louisville Railway, and it crosses over here at the location known as Monarch. And Monarch is just off of Highway 41, out behind Marketplace, which is a supermarket here in town. Milepost here is 274, which is just north of Monarch. It's really, in my opinion, a long lens shot or a medium telephoto shot, or else it's a drone shot as you're seeing here. Looks like 512 has a ditch light out today. Running with 4 locomotives today. 842 is the lead engine. This train used to pick up truck frames from Toyota, from Dana in Hopkinsville, Kentucky at Casket Yard. But that task has been assigned to a new train called the M516. Which will run between Casket Yard in Hopkinsville and Avon Yard up in Indiana. Hopefully we'll catch that train today. We're in the middle of the Arctic blast that they predicted for this week. And when I got out of the car, it was about 11 degrees, I believe. We'll give you a look down the Paducah and Louisville line here. On the off chance we might get lucky and something might be coming, but I doubt it. It's kind of early for a train on the P&L. There's a look down the line there. Look from the other side of Monarch here. Here comes our DPU, 5230. .512 slowing down now. He must have hit the first crossing downtown Madisonville. Sorry about the sniffles. Pretty cold out here. Got a runny nose, and even though I got gloves on, my hands are pretty cold as well. Yeah, here comes the tail end of our train. The CSX M512 heading north through Madisonville, Kentucky on the CSX Henderson Subdivision, Maine. Now we're here on the Henderson cutoff, where we're waiting on CSX M513, which is heading south. And we're at the location known as East Diamond on the Henderson cutoff. The Henderson cutoff track runs between Morton's Gap and the the north side of Madisonville, and it allows the dispatcher to run trains around them. Well, we got M513 coming towards us. We're going to put the drone up and go down to East Diamond. Looking at here is the track on the right is the Henderson cutoff, and the track going off to the left is the goes out to the Paducah and Louisville Railway. This is how the P&L gets on and off the Henderson subdivision, CSX. M513 is about 478 axles, I think is what they said on the radio. P&L is the Paducah and Louisville Railway. We're set up at the LaToya Avenue crossing out behind the mall here in Madisonville. It's a good spot, plenty wide, safe parking. To get shots of the East Diamond, which is what you're looking at here, I prefer flying the drone, or else you have to use a long lens. The trains coming out of the south end of Atkinson Yards here in Madisonville. there you have it, M513, clear of the McCoy Avenue crossing and heading south on the CSX Henderson cutoff. He'll join back onto the Henderson Main at Morton's Gap, Kentucky. Well folks, our next spot here is from the Hospital Crossing area in Madisonville, Kentucky. It's on the north side of Main Street, which is the overpass that we're looking at here, which is also Highway 41. And at this location, we're going to catch L391, which is the local that runs between Caskey Yard in Hopkinsville and Atkinson Yards here in Madisonville, Kentucky. I'll show you this location, obviously, looking south as L391 approaches, and then we're going to tool down back to the north as he comes into go into the yard here at Atkinson, and I'll show you the yard as he goes into there as well. Another spot here would be Trident, which is also going to be in this video. I'll show you Trident, which is the where the Morganfield branch and the MH&E branch meet the Henderson subdivision, the main here in Madisonville. The Morganfield branch and the MH&E branch, for the most part, are used as storage now, as the mines that those branches used to serve are no longer in operation. There's a switch going off into the yard that he'll be taking. Atkinson Yard is back over there in the distance. I'm going to have to do a voiceover on this one. I don't know why my recording stopped, but it did. Now we see the L391 as he comes off the main and goes into the yard at Atkinson. Well folks, here we are in downtown Madisonville, Kentucky. We've got CSX 025 heading south on the CSX Henderson subdivision, passing the old Louisville and Nashville Railroad Depot. be showing you in today's video. Making a good spots to Railfanning. Up here a little bit higher so you can see a little bit better downtown Madisonville. Give you a tour around the depot so you can see what it looks like. Location of an organization called Innovation Station. I have posted shots and videos of this depot before. If you want to do a search on my channel here. Of every month at 7 o'clock here in downtown Madisonville. We're open to visitors, so anytime you want to come, drop on in. However, tonight we're not having a meeting here because of the cold weather. This train's running pretty late today. It normally comes through Madisonville about 11 o'clock in the morning. But they had to set out a bad order car, from what I understand, somewhere down around Monarch, Kentucky, which resulted in this train being a bit behind schedule. A lot of passenger trains came over this track in its heyday. This platform saw a lot of people. A lot of passenger trains over its life. It's been completely renovated and put to good use now. Well, there you have it, folks. I-25 southbound on the CSX Henderson subdivision. Well, folks, we are at the West Center Street crossing in downtown Madisonville. We got CSX M512 coming. This crossing is one of my favorite spots in downtown Madisonville. It offers some unique buildings and structures around, and it's just a spot that's easy to shoot and that I like shooting at. This is on this Henderson subdivision on the main track that runs between Morton's Gap and Madisonville. It's called the Arlington Main, typically. But as you can hear, our train's starting to enter town. And should be here momentarily. This is just a little bit south of the Madisonville Depot, the old L&N Depot here in Madisonville, Kentucky. Okay, here comes our train, M512. He got held up a little while, just short of the crossing at West Broadway, because there was a train coming through Arklow. which was a grain train, and they didn't want to block the crossings downtown while they was waiting, so. Plenty of places to park around downtown, and there's probably 4, 5, 6, 7 crossings through the downtown area, all which offer their own unique view. On down the track there, you can see where he's passing the old L&N Depot now, where we shot earlier. Wind chill's got the temperature down quite a bit today. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but it's pretty cold on the hands. We'll turn around here and look down to the south now. He's obviously picked up enough speed where he's through the last crossing in downtown. So there you have it. CSX M512 northbound on the CSX Henderson subdivision at Madisonville, Kentucky. Well, folks, we're back down here at the location known as Trident, which is just down to the north from the hospital crossing here in Madisonville, Kentucky. I wasn't happy with my footage from L391 because my card filled up and then my DJI wireless mic battery died. So we're going to go back here to Trident, and now we've got CSX I-128 a hot intermodal heading northbound, and we're set up at the hospital crossing, and he'll be coming across Trident going north here before long. We're looking to the east right now, and the track on the other side of Trident there goes off to the MH&E branch, and the track to the west underneath us goes to the Morganfield branch. So here comes our train. has been setting south of Madisonville, waiting on maintenance away to repair a broken rail down at the location known as Arklow, which is just north of our location here. Now we're looking north on the Henderson subdivision. The overpass way down in the distance there is Island Ford Road, which is another good spot for a long lens shot. The overpass does have chain link fence on it though, which causes some issues, of course, but there's ways to work around it. You have to park on, I typically park in the Burger King parking lot and walk out up onto the bridge, because there's no parking on either side of the bridge. Now we'll swing back around here. Now we're looking back to the south and the Highway 41 overpass, which was in a previous video. Now we'll kind of cruise over here and give you a view down the Morganfield branch. This track is still used, even though it doesn't go out very far. Most of it's used for storage. It used to go down to Dotiki Mine, which was closed some time back. So now they've stored a lot of cars on the track. But this track is used to go out to Warrior Coal Mine. It runs out past Lake Pewee and then cuts off onto the what's referred to as the PD Spur, and then connects to the Warrior Lead. And there goes the end of our train coming up. So if you happen to be out trackside, folks, as always, be careful and stay safe, and have a blessed day, everyone. Well, folks, this time we're at the North Street crossing, looking back north at the Highway 41 overpass, and we've got CSX IO25 heading south here on the Henderson subdivision. This is a really good long lens shot, and the location is right behind the Veterans Memorial here in Madisonville. also like to photograph trains up on the overpass there too, especially for something coming north. There's a sidewalk up there, and it makes it an easy spot to shoot from. You have to kind of park down here on North Street. You can either park at the Veterans Memorial parking, which is probably the easiest spot. This is kind of what the view would look like if you were up on top of the overpass, looking back to the south. Now looking back down to the north towards Trident and the hospital crossing, and looking down this way to the south is towards the old L&N Depot here in Madisonville. Hope you've enjoyed the videos from the CSX Henderson subdivision here in downtown, around the downtown Madisonville area. There's a lot of other small spots that I really like to shoot from, but I'm going to go ahead and end this week's Saturday edited video, Railfanning the Madisonville, Kentucky area with this train, since we're getting close to deadline for getting it edited and put together. Henderson subdivision sees on an average between 20 and 30 trains a day between Evansville, Indiana and Nashville, Tennessee. More specifically, Amqui, which is just a little bit north of Nashville. 4 hot end modals, a bunch of manifest, and a lot of coal trains and bulk trains, and a lot of foreign power run up and down this line as well. Well, our train is past the last crossing to the south of town, so it's picking up speed now. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you give my videos a like and subscribe. And if you happen to be out trackside today, as always, stay safe and have a blessed day, everyone.